Hi guys, I'm back today with another Sigma palette. However, it is the new Untamed palette. I had it down here. I had it open down there. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's where it was. So this is what the outside looks like. It's, you know, kind of zebra, maybe zebra? I don't know what animal this is. It's kind of zebra printed, and it's got like a fuzzy kind of textured top, which is pretty cool. This is not, I'm not into animal prints. That's just me. Sorry guys. Especially because I love Jersey Shore and they wear a lot of animal prints. You figure I would like animal print, but I'm totally not into it. So in any case, that is what the exterior looks like. The inside looks like this. So here are my honest thoughts about this. Initially, I thought it was ugly. I was like, no thank you. I mean, like, I always, of course, I liked like these shades right here, but I was like, I could do without the rest. I don't even need them. But I started looking at it, like, after I saw Mel's palette, the Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson palette, I was like, man, I should start looking at palettes more like that. I don't know why, and I must to some degree, but now I'm really like actively trying to see the best in every palette. So for me, I broke this down into color stories in my mind, like quads, trios, 5-pan palettes, and I thought, okay, this has really got some nice colors, so I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna check it out. I had a coupon code for like 35% off, which was nuts. It might still be working. If so, it was Honey35. Check it out. It can save you a bundle on the cost of this, which I think was $49. I'll have it down below so you can check that out there as well. But this is what it looks like. It is really nice. It's kind of a mishmash. Like, I didn't find this to be a cohesive, like, one look palette type of thing. Like, I don't know, maybe I have a problem where like a monochromatic palette, I like those, but I also feel like there's color stories that make sense. This to me was kind of like a hodgepodge, but I do like it. In fact, I got two very different looks that I like very much. So there are these. I'm going to swatch them for you, and then I will have my final thoughts after using the palette so you guys can know what I thought of the textures of each of these and how they applied and all of that kind of good stuff. So let me move on over. The shade is Docile. And this is a true bone shade. It is Spirit. And this is like the texture of the Charlotte Tilbury Pop shades. It is a metallic. It is very pretty. It's kind of like a purple and pink ballet slipper type of shade. Feral. Red, rosy color. Not like the rose, but, you know, a rosy hue. Envy. And this is like an old green kind of goldish metallic shade. However, it is not like overtly metallic. It has a bit of a brown base to it maybe as well. And the texture is very different. It is extremely thick for one of their formulations. This is Hustle. And this is kind of a flaky but very easily usable gold taupe shade. The next shade is called Moxie. A lilac satin shade. Has a little bit of sheen, but not an outright glitter. Called Loyal. And it's kind of a grayish with a bit of purple inside of it as well. It's called Wicked. It's a matte black. It is called Instinct. And this is a light purple kind of gray shade. It is called Rebel. And this is like a deep mauvey red. Camouflage. And it is a gorgeous deep green shade. Boho. But it looks more like a golden wheat color. It is Fierce. And it is a lilac purple with kind of blue glitters and purple glitters and pink glitters. Very metallic. Called Dauntless. It is a true blue metallic. some thoughts I have before we go into the actual looks that I did. I think that if they would have taken out the black and put in like a deep purple shade, that really would have done better. And if they would have not had Dauntless at all, and maybe a warm transition shade besides boho, which is like that golden wheat color, I think that would have really rounded out this palette a lot better. That's just my thoughts. But if you guys want to see how I got these two eye looks, keep watching. Okay, I am back. I have my eyeliner on, I have my mascara on, and I want to give you my final thoughts on this palette. So I pretty much used my voice just went real high. I pretty much used what the heck? Every shade in this palette except for the blue and the black. Truthfully, it's because I'm not crazy about blue eyeshadow and I don't need a black. So overall, I really like it. I think that the mattes are awesome. The brush inside is like, meh, I could definitely do without it. They could just make it a little bit cheaper, not include a brush, and I'd be fine with that. Or include a better brush, maybe just one end if they need to save money somehow. But for me, I think it's cheap and it's not very good. So that's just my thoughts there. But the actual shadows are really nice. I have to say that the texture of these is slightly stickier, like thicker than their usual textures are. So I thought that was kind of strange and it was a little different to work with. I 100% prefer using my fingers with this palette, which, at least with their other ones, I like using either kind of a fluffy brush for their metallics, which might seem strange, but it works really well. Or like I don't even remember what this is. Whew. It's a MAC one. I got it in a holiday kit, and for me, it's just like a little bit roughed up, so it's easier to use for me to pick up a shade like that. All in all, I find this to be a beautiful palette. I think that it's really nice. If you are looking for these shades, this is definitely a palette for you. Sigma is a brand that I've said time and time again I think is slept on, at least as far as their beauty actually goes, like their makeup side of stuff besides their brushes. They're really well known for their brushes, and for me, I just think that their shadows, they need some attention. I think they're really good. I actually had a coupon code, so I got this palette way cheaper than it was even being offered, and it's a brand new palette, so I want to say I paid like 30 some bucks, which is not bad for 14 shades in a palette and a brush. Especially if you don't have a large brush collection, this is something you could utilize. I would suggest beating up the brush a little bit, so like maybe rubbing the fluffy ended side into like a washcloth for a little bit and letting it like expand and get puffy. And then with the flat side, you could even do the same thing with that, personally, in my opinion. I think it'll pick stuff up a lot easier and nicer, so that is my thoughts there. But anyway, I think that this is a nice palette. If you get a chance to pick it up, you definitely should. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell for future updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!